Wow, good morning, guys. I have been gone for quite some time, about a week and a half ago. Yeah, a week and a half ago. I went to Mexico for my birthday, so was there for like 4 days, and then was back for a week, and then we just went to Vegas for our company convention, which was freaking amazing. So that was fun in Vegas. We learned a lot about just building businesses, making more income, having faith, all the above. It's absolutely amazing. So I wanted to catch up with you guys today in regards to some cryptos. And I want to talk about Jasmine because Jasmy's pumping up right now. It's at 1510. We'll probably look at some other ones also. We're going to look at Bitcoin dominance today as well. And Bitcoin, of course, is going through it, right? Like just broke through this ceiling that we've been talking about, this resistance right here. So let's get into it. Of course, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, all my own opinion. But you can see Jasmine got some volume up here around 16, 69, 17. Now, I'm not going to really talk in the short term, but yes, you can see some resistance right here. You can see this right here, obviously. But usually stocks and crypto move to the next stack of volume that's sticking out. So this is a volume gap right here. So Jasmine seems to be pushing up. But I want to look at the indicators because that's the most important thing. So we can see that the MACD has just started its run on the daily, kind of like what happened over here. Okay. Stochastic is obviously pushing up right here, blue line right here. Well, just kind of like this. Now with this, we topped out short term for a couple of days. We pulled back and then we went even higher. Okay, so that can definitely happen again where we might push up, we might pull back down to like the 1-4, maybe 1-4 range. So if we like push up here and we pull back, then we'll go up higher. So long term, this looks great. The RSI right now is at 64. Okay. So let's look at the weekly. But before we do that, I want to show you this count right here. So we have wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have a deep ABC correction. Like I've said on multiple videos, I think that was the floor right here. Okay. And then I talked about this level was a Fibonacci level, the 618 level. This was a buy level. If you are a Patreon member, you knew this. Okay, this is perfect, like holding support right here, higher low. I mean, it's textbook. I make this really simple for you guys. So, of course, if you want to join one of our paid membership, you could be a part of the one of the tiers. And if you want to Zoom one-on-one and you want to actually meet with me, you can join my gold or echelon tier, and we will meet constantly throughout the month. I think it's really important that you start to learn this stuff because this is going to be quick and it's going to come down just as fast as it's going up. But right now, I would not sell Jasmine. It looks very good in my opinion. I'll just show you one more thing on the weekly. Then we'll look at Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin. So you see the stochastic curl right here. That's great. So we want to wait till this obviously gets up here and then curls over. Then you sell. That's why I like to look at the weekly more. But we do have a MACD cross, which is a great sign. Now remember, guys, I always say you have to get in before it crosses. Right? You have to get in when the stochastic is curling up right here. So obviously, it's not too late now because Jasmine will still go up, in my opinion. But that's just something that I teach. So this is a great sign. The RSI is trading at 45, which is a great sign. I want to wait till it gets up here. So again, we have a lot of room, in my honest opinion. And then you see we have a lot of volume right here at 2-1. So that could be the next move for Jasmine right now at 1-5 would be maybe 2-1 short term. But ultimately, guys, I'm still eyeing about 8 to 9 cents. That is the goal way up here. Okay. So when we get up here, we'll be looking at the daily and the weekly. Make sure if you're not subscribed to my YouTube, subscribe to that and drop a like on this, of course, and you'll be prepared and ready because we're going to be looking at the weekly and the daily when it's time to sell. Now, the dominance is playing out exactly how we've drawn it up. You can see I've had this up here for a while. I'm expecting a very fast move down to the 50, which would be about 60 to 61%. We have a lot of traffic in this area. Then we can potentially bounce short term, but ultimately I think we're going to get down here to about 57 to 58. This little move, guys, is crazy because this little move so far, this red candle, has pumped everyone's bags. Like you're up probably 15, 20% on some coins, 25, 30% on some coins. So just this little move, just imagine when we get down here, like how many gains are about to happen, right? It's very simple. You just have to really understand it. And I think I made a video I don't know. You guys got to be watching all my stuff, all my posts, because I can't keep track of every single call out that I do. But we are pretty spot on, to be honest with you. I said the stochastic is probably going to curl down, which would be bearish. The reason I thought this was the bearish divergence right here, of course, and this higher high right here. So negative divergence. And then this happened. So again, guys, just be paying attention, focus, learn the stuff. When you learn skill sets and then you go practice those, it helps you. It helps you make more money. It helps your family grow. It helps with whatever business you're trying to do. Like, that's the focus. That's what I've learned over the years is if I could develop a skill set and I could practice it and I was patient, okay, and I studied it and I practiced again, what could happen? Well, I'm literally living that life right now in my business and investments because I have focused, I have cut distractions, and I have practiced this skill set and many others. So I hope you guys do the same. So looking at Bitcoin, we hit highs of 118, which is pretty awesome, guys. That, I believe that was a Fibonacci level. We're going to find out real quick. Let's exit out of this. So I'm still eyeing this up here, okay? And don't forget, we still have the PI cycle, which is not up. Where is the PI cycle? Let me move this actually to a weekly real quick. Okay, so the PI cycle is up. We have this green line and this white line right here. When these lines touch, that's it. Bitcoin's top is in. Now, Bitcoin looks bullish. This is actually a good sign. I just saw this. Notice this just now. We're making a higher high from this RSI. So there's not really any negative divergence. I guess you could say this is negative divergence right here. If I grab this line, this high to here, that's clearly negative divergence because we're at a higher high. But I think Bitcoin's going to go higher. Like right now at 117,000, I'm feeling very good about this. I'm going to stick with my targets. The stochastic has curled up right here. And then let's see what the MACD is doing. So the MACD is also pushing up higher. Also, there's no hump yet, right? Yeah, so guys, this looks good. I would wait for the MACD to expand out a little more, see how it creates like a bubble, a big gap right here. That's kind of an indicator that tells us to sell. See this big gap right here? That was a short-term top. I mean, this was a long-term top, I would say. It topped in April 2024, and then it bottomed in September 2024. And that was with this big gap, right? Also, the RSI at the time was very overbought, above 85. So that's a sell indicator also. And then the stochastic, of course, was curling down. But right now, guys, the stochastic is curling up. The MACD has not made that big bubble yet. And the RSI just made a higher high. So I'm feeling very bullish about Bitcoin and altcoins. And I hope this was helpful. We went over Jasmy, we went over Bitcoin dominance, we went over Bitcoin. Let me know your thoughts down below. And I hope you guys have a great weekend.